My name is Daniel Harper, and for 2 years, our quiet suburban life in Willow Creek had been a living nightmare because of one woman. Karen Whitmore, president of the Homeowners Association. She was the textbook HOA Karen, clipboard in hand, phone camera always ready, patrolling the streets like a dictator in yoga pants. It started small. A complaint about our mailbox color being half a shade off regulation. Then our grass was 1/8 of an inch too tall. She'd leave fluorescent violation stickers on our door, threatened 200 a day fines, and once even called code enforcement because our Toddler's plastic tricycle was visible from the street for 6 minutes. My wife, Judge Elena Harper, always told me to ignore her. Elena presided over the county's criminal court and had seen real monsters. Karen was just a petty tyrant with too much time. But Karen didn't know Elena was my wife. We kept it quiet. Different last names from before marriage. And Elena never wore her robes in the neighborhood. The breaking point came on a sunny Tuesday. I was in the front yard with our 2-year-old daughter, Mia, drawing chalk rainbows on the driveway. Karen stormed over, screaming that chalk violated the no exterior markings rule. I told her politely it would wash away with the next rain. That's when she lost it. She pulled a clear spray bottle from her designer purse, the kind you see landscapers use, and shrieked, "If you like marking my neighborhood, let's see how you like this." Before I could react, she sprayed a mist directly at Mia's face and arms. Mia screamed. Her skin immediately turned angry red. The smell, sharp, metallic, chemical, hit me. It wasn't water. It was acid. I scooped Mia up and ran inside, dialing 911 while rinsing her under cool water. Second-degree chemical burns covered her cheeks, neck, and forearms. The ER doctor confirmed it was diluted muriatic acid, the kind used to clean pool tiles. Karen had weaponized pool cleaner on a toddler. Police arrested Karen that night. Body cam footage from the responding officer caught her bragging, "They'll learn to follow the rules." Now, the spray bottle tested positive for acid residue. The DA fast-tracked the case. Felony assault with a caustic substance on a child under 5. Maximum, 11 years. Karen posted bail and kept showing up at our house, smiling, waving like nothing happened. She even left a new violation notice about unauthorized medical tape visible on child. Trial was set for November 17th, 2025. I carried the scars on my soul every time I changed Mia's bandages. And I carried one secret. The presiding judge had just been rotated to the case. My wife. Courtroom 4B smelled of old wood and fear. I sat in the gallery holding Mia on my lap, her little face still patched with sterile gauze. Elena had insisted we attend. She wanted Karen to see the damage up close before sentencing. Karen strutted in wearing a pastel blazer and a smug smile, like this was just another HOA meeting. Her attorney, a slick guy named Preston, kept whispering that the DA overcharged and they'd plea down to misdemeanor battery. Maybe probation. Maybe community service picking up trash in the very neighborhood she terrorized. The bailiff called the case People versus Karen Marie Whitmore. All rise. The side door opened. Elena entered in her black robe, hair in its usual severe bun, expression carved from granite. Karen's head snapped up. Her mouth actually fell open. Elena took the bench. The courtroom went dead silent. "Be seated," Elena said, voice calm enough to freeze blood. She adjusted her glasses and looked straight at Karen for the first time. Recognition hit Karen like a slap. Her face cycled from confusion to realization to pure terror. Elena didn't flinch. She had already disclosed the relationship to both attorneys and the judicial conduct board weeks ago. Everything was above board. The DA had no objection. Karen's attorney had tried to force recusal and lost. Elena Harper was known as the strictest judge in the circuit. Nobody successfully challenged her impartiality and lived to brag about it. Karen started shaking. The prosecutor called me first. I carried Mia to the stand. The jury gasped when they saw the burns. I described the attack in detail, the scream, the smell, the way Mia's skin bubbled. Photos of her raw flesh were projected on the screen. Jurors covered their mouths. Karen's attorney tried to paint it as an unfortunate accident, claiming the bottle was mislabeled, that Karen thought it was vinegar water for weeds. Karen took the stand and cried theatrical tears, insisting she would never hurt a child. Then the prosecutor played the neighbors, ring camera footage, crystal clear video of Karen, deliberately aiming and spraying while screaming, "This will teach you!" The jury deliberated for 19 minutes. Verdict, guilty on all counts. Felony assault with a caustic chemical. Great bodily injury enhancement. Victim under 5 enhancement. Karen collapsed, sobbing theatrically. Elena stared down at her, unblinking. "Sentencing will proceed immediately," Elena announced. Karen's head jerked up. "Wait, what?" "I get an allocution. I have character letters." Elena's gavel cracked like a gunshot. "You'll get your say after I speak." The courtroom held its breath. Elena leaned forward, hands folded beneath her chin, the way she did when she was about to dismantle someone's entire existence with perfect legal precision. "Mrs. Whitmore," she began, voice low enough that the court reporter had to lean in. "For 2 years you weaponized bylaws against this family. You photographed their child sleeping in a stroller to prove improper shade placement. You filed 37 complaints in 14 months. You once demanded a mother remove Halloween decorations on October 30th because they were premature." Karen opened her mouth. Elena raised one finger. Karen shut it. "On May 14th of this year, you escalated from petty tyranny to felony violence. You carried a bottle of muriatic acid in your purse, the way other people carry pepper spray. You aimed it at a 2-year-old's face while she drew rainbows. The gallery was crying. Jurors stared at Karen like she was something stuck to their shoe. "I have reviewed the presentence report," Elena continued. "Your statement claims you are deeply remorseful. Yet 3 days ago, while on bail, you emailed the HOA, board asking them to continue fining the Harpers for emotional distress to the community." She held up the printed email. Karen turned the color of spoiled milk. "You are not remorseful, Mrs. Whitmore. You are furious you got caught." Elena's eyes flicked to Mia, still in my arms, then back to Karen. "This court has wide discretion. The statute allows probation for first-time offenders. Many judges would grant it." Karen's chest hitched with hope. "I am not many judges." She lifted the gavel but didn't strike yet. "Karen Marie Whitmore, for the crime of assault with a caustic chemical upon a child under 5. With great bodily injury, I sentence you to the California Department of Corrections for the upper term of 11 years, no probation. No early release for good behavior until 85% is served. That is 935 years minimum, assuming you behave perfectly, which we both know you won't." Karen screamed. Actually screamed, a guttural animal sound. Elena wasn't finished. "Additionally, I am issuing a lifetime criminal protective order. You will never come within 500 yards of Daniel, Elena, or Mia Harper, ever. Violation is an automatic felony." 2 deputies moved in. Karen tried to bolt. They caught her by the blazer. As they dragged her past the bar, she locked eyes with me and spat, "This isn't over!" Elena's gavel finally fell. "It is now." The doors slammed behind Karen. The sound echoed like a tomb closing. November 17th, 2036, Mia's 13th birthday party spilled across our front lawn, music, fairy lights, friends laughing so loud the new neighbors probably thought we were breaking some rule. They weren't wrong to worry. The HOA still existed, but Karen's iron reign had ended the day Elena's gavel fell. Karen served 9 years and 4 months. She tried to run the prison yard like a block captain, got caught smuggling contraband coffee, and lost every good time credit she ever earned. When she was finally released at 63, gray-haired and hunched, a deputy drove her straight to a halfway house 2 counties away. The lifetime protective order still stands. GPS ankle monitor. 1 toe over the county line and she's back inside. We kept the house. Elena retired from the bench last year, traded robes for gardening gloves, and now grows tomatoes so perfect they'd make Karen spontaneously combust if she ever saw them. Mia's burns healed into faint silver. Lines, she calls her. Superhero stripes. She wants to be a prosecutor when she grows up. Says she's going to put the real monsters away, not just the ones who hate flamingos. Tonight, Mia stood on a chair in front of 30 teenagers and raised her mocktail. To Mom, who locked up the witch, she toasted, grinning at Elena. And to Dad, who carried me through fire. Everyone cheered. I looked at Elena across the glow of string lights. She still had that same granite expression when she was proud, soft only around the eyes. Later, when the kids were inside dancing, Elena and I sat on the porch steps. Crickets sang. Somewhere far away, a sprinkler clicked, the most peaceful sound in Willow Creek now. You ever think we went too hard on her? I asked, half joking. Elena sipped her wine. She sprayed acid on a baby's face, Daniel. There's no too hard? A notification pinged on my phone. An email forward from the new HOA president, timid, polite, asking if they could maybe, pretty please, repaint the community sign. Elena read it over my shoulder and laughed. The real laugh she saves for home. Tell them yes, she said. But only if they make it rainbow. I typed the reply. Mia's chalk rainbows from 11 years ago had long washed away, but tonight the driveway was covered in fresh ones again, glowing under black light paint her friends brought. Some marks are meant to stay.